Hello, Law of Attraction friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the Law of Attraction and its application to our lives. Our question today comes from Priyanka and it is about her relationship. She was in a loving relationship with a guy a year ago and ended it because, she says, of her own stupidity and trust issues. Now she's not in contact with him for the past 2 months. This is a really long email, so I'm just giving you a summary of it. If you want to read the email, it's going to be in the description below. So then she says she's not in contact with him at all for the last 2 months. However, wherever she goes, she sees his name. So I'm going to read the last part of her email. She says his name is popping up everywhere. His type of car, when I go out with my friends, his name keeps popping up in someone else calling his name somewhere. And so she's seeing this everywhere. And then she says, I want to move forward with my life as I don't want to bug anyone, but all I see is him everywhere. I've dated many guys in the past, but this is the first time that all of this is happening to me, and I'm so confused. What is going on? Sweetheart, Priyanka, in this video, I'm going to explain to you what is going on. And then I'm going to show you how to arrive at a decision about what you should do next about this situation, how to proceed in order to make things better for you and to find happiness, whether that happiness lies with him or with someone else. See, that part of it is where law of attraction comes in, where faith and trust come in. But let's get started with understanding what's going on. Let me start by telling you that when you ended the relationship with this man way back in 2021, you say that you ended it because of your own stupidity and trust issues. When you say that, where do you think you were when you ended the relationship on the emotional scale? If this pen represents the emotional scale, down here is despair, in the middle is worry, at the top here is love and joy. When you say you acted stupidly, where do you think you were? If you had trust issues, you were here in a place of fear. Fear that he's not sincere towards you. And so you acted from a place of fear. The results that you get when you act from a place of fear are not the same results that you get when you act from a place that is high on the emotional scale, a place of hope, satisfaction, love, eagerness, right? So remember that. So this is the reason why it feels like you made a mistake, because you acted from a place that is low on the emotional scale. When we take action, when we make decisions from a place high on the emotional scale, we never look back with regret. It always feels good, and it's easy to move forward from there. So the reason you keep looking backwards is because you have regret. And because you have regret and you keep revisiting your regret, you're keeping his vibration, thoughts about him, active in your mind. And because thoughts about him are active in your mind, that is why his name will show up, his car will show up, things will remind you of him, because you're focused there. Law of attraction will bring you whatever you focus on. And if you keep thinking about him, then stuff about him or stuff that reminds you about him is going to keep showing up. That is just law of attraction playing out. It does not necessarily mean that this is the man that will make you happy. And it does not necessarily mean that you have to go backwards and fix something. It's always a decision. So you can have a desire that is about going back to him, and the universe will absolutely help you to get that desire. Or your desire can be to move forward with someone else, and the universe will help you with that as well. The reason you're feeling this confusion is because you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that going on. In fact, you are sending mixed signals to the universe. Your signal is not clear, and so the universe cannot respond with clarity. Because remember, the universe is not deciding anything for you. You ask and it is given. The universe says you can have it. Now you have to have a steady vibration from the top of the emotional scale. And that's the thing that you don't have currently. You don't have a steady vibration. You have split energy going on. You're not high on the emotional scale. Here's what I would advise. You see, if you had stopped calling him and texting him for 2 months, that would be perfect if you could also stop thinking about him. Because if you could stop thinking about him, now the universe can figure out whether your desire for going back to him is bigger than your desire for going forward with someone else. You see? And so the recommendation I have for you here, which is based on the teachings of Abraham and what I know scientifically to be true about the law of attraction, is that you have got to stop thinking about him. When you stop thinking about him, the reminders of him will go away, because law of attraction is just responding to your focus. Wherever your focus is, remember, where attention goes, energy flows, and that's what's happening, right? That does not make it right or wrong, and it doesn't mean that he is your soulmate. All it means is you are thinking about him. And you're thinking about him because you regret having made the wrong decision. Now, before I proceed and I tell you whether or not that was a wrong decision, let me do a short introduction for the purposes of those of you who are new here. Hi, I'm Zara Mahoon. I write the blog zmahoon.com. I'm also the author of 16 books about law of attraction, and this channel is my hot seat where I like answering questions from my subscribers. If you have a question about the law of attraction, you can send it to me through my website zmahoon.com, or you can leave it in the comments below. As a result of the work that I do, people are able to get unstuck and be able to really apply law of attraction and obtain success. I'm looking to work with people who are serious about transforming their lives, having more money in their bank accounts, more love in their lives. Who do you know who would benefit from working with me? All right, let's get back to it. So here's what I want you to know, Priyanka. There are no mistakes. There are just decisions. The reason there are no mistakes is because law of attraction is exact. It does not make a mistake. It gives you the equivalent of your vibration. And so if you change your vibration, so what do I mean by saying equivalent of your vibration? Not your vibration about him, not your vibration about subjects in general, your vibration about life, your vibration of gratefulness, of appreciation. When you go up the emotional scale and you hang out here, then you will have clarity. Then the best thing for you will show up, and that's when your soulmate will show up. When you are able to let go everything about the past and bring yourself up the emotional scale to a place of being happy, now your soulmate will show up. And your soulmate can be him, or it can be someone else, but you will not meet your soulmate as long as you are practicing regret, as long as you are practicing anxiety, fear of a missed opportunity, fear that you will not find your soulmate, fear and regret that you made a mistake. All of those are going to keep your soulmate away. And if he is indeed your soulmate, you are keeping him away by thinking those kinds of thoughts. And so changing those thoughts takes a lot of work. That is why I offer coaching. That's what coaching is all about. Because I've worked with so many people over the years, and I've done so much of this work. You can see there's almost 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. I can tell you that changing your thoughts on your own can be done. But a lot of people find it harder than just giving up thinking about the subject. You don't have to think about him. And every time your thoughts go towards him, you can stop yourself from going there. And as you start practicing not going there and you start focusing on other things in your life, then you will go up the emotional scale and the universe will bring you your true soulmate. And like I said, it could be him or it could be someone else. And that is where trust comes in. You've got to trust that if you are high on the emotional scale, only the best of the best of the best of the best of the best can come to you. Thank you again, Priyanka, for your amazing question. I would love to hear from you about your success in manifesting your soulmate. Love you lots, and everyone else who is visiting and watching this video, thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this response and learned something from it so that you can come back again. I would love for you to do so. Every subscribe helps, every like helps, every comment helps me to get what is really, truly law of attraction, make it available to everyone. So, thank you again for visiting. Love you all lots. Bye for now.